Hey Fantabulous friends, I am the Fantabulous Brittany Justine, coming with another story time of when things just were not good. If you catch my drift. Not Tokyo. Is that a Fast and Furious reference? I don't know. I want to go see the movie. Comment down below if y'all went to see the movie and let me know how it went. Anyway, I know that's like an old fast food. Anyway, I'm gonna stop being awkward and jump into this video. So, as y'all can tell from the title down below, this video is entitled Terror Taxi. And it's entitled that for a reason. Like, things were not good. They were terrible. Terrifying. So, as always, I am going to leave any descriptive information, any real names out of the story, and kind of just give y'all like the flyby details of what happened and what all went down, so I can get to like the juicy good stuff. So, back in 2015, I was admitted to the hospital. I think I had only been in the hospital for like a day or two, and then I was being discharged. So upon being discharged, the nurse was like, do you have someone coming to get you? So I went ahead and I was like, well, you know what, I'll try to get a ride, because I had gotten there on public transportation, so I had no problem going home on public transportation. But I was like, you know what, I'll go ahead and try and see if I can get a ride. So I called some friends, I called some relatives, and I found out that someone who was really, really close to me was actually also admitted in that hospital at the same time. They were like 2 floors above me on the 6th floor. And so this person was like, yeah, we're coming to see so-and-so. You know, when we get there, come meet us, come say hi to them. We'll all kind of hang out in their room for a minute and see how they're doing. And then on our way out, we'll see if we can go ahead and give you a ride home. So I was like, cool, of course I'm gonna go see them. Like, that's my friend, of course, yes. Like, no brainer. So the doctor came up, talked to me, got my papers, discharged. And I wound up going down to this person's room. This person, legit, I kid you not, was getting dressed. And I was like, oh my gosh, you're being discharged the same day as me. I tried calling the family member who I had initially talked to let them know, hey, I just found out this person's being discharged, but I couldn't get them on the phone. Fast forward to them getting there. The person who was with us was like, oh no, I have like an emergency call for it, I have to go. And I was like, well, both of us, like, I know I could force it, but this person's health issue at the moment was not as improved as mine. It was a little bit worse. So I was like, you know, they really don't need to force it. They really need to ride home. And this person was like, I would, you know, do something if I could, but I can't. I really have to go. So we talked to the nurses, we talked to the staff, and they let us know that like someone at the hospital was able to provide that person a ride home. And that person actually lived really, really close to me at the time, at my previous apartment. So I was like, well, cool. I'll go with this person over to their house, help them get in the house and settle home to make sure because their doctors were like, absolutely under no circumstances do we want this person going home alone. And they were like, I need someone to escort me home. The doctors were like, you know, they can be home alone, but we don't want we don't want them to travel home alone. We want to make sure that they get through the door and that they're okay tonight. So I was like, you know what, I don't have a problem with that. You live, you know, not too far from my house. I'll take public transportation home, and it won't be that bad on me, and then I'll have a ride most of the way. You're closer to me than the hospital. So anyway, fast track. We waited, and it took us, legit, I kid you not, we first initially told the hospital we needed a ride at 1 o'clock. It was 5:30 before we got a ride. But I understood it was busy. Hospital it was a major hospital. There were people coming and going, and there was only so many cars. Like, it was really like everyone just had to wait. So we were there till like 5:30. So we got to that person's apartment, and we get in the house, and the drivers leave, and I noticed how dark it's getting outside. Like, it's legit getting dark. And anybody who knows me knows I don't like to be out in the dark. If I'm in a crowd of people, and if I'm in a familiar place, then I'm okay. But if I'm in a place that's really unfamiliar and I don't really know anyone I'm around, I'm not okay. Like, I don't feel 110% safe. I noticed it's getting dark, and like, they picked us up at 5:30. By the time they did the other 2 trips and got us there and got us upstairs, it was like 6:45. Like, it was a lot of traffic. So, but it had started getting really dark, and I was like, okay, Andy, do anything before I go? Like, I was like, okay, I'm running to use the washroom, then I'm gonna go. He was like really out of it still, so he really didn't want to do a whole lot on his own. And I was like, is there anything I need to get you, just so you can relax and take your meds? So he had like some McDonald's, and I like heated it up for him. And he had like some tea that I heated up. And I like turned the TV on and, helped him get situated in his apartment, make sure everything was kind of like where he could find it. All the stoves and everything was off. He had food. So the whole time I'm there, Andy's just like, Brittany, why don't you stay? Brittany, I think you should stay. And I honestly wanted to stay, but I wanted to get home. So about 8 o'clock, I had finished helping him get situated. I immediately was on the phone. Now, back then, I did not use Uber or Lyft. I didn't really understand how to use it. So I just called kind of like a typical taxi company that you would find in the Yellow Pages, right? I was like, as soon as I was done helping Andy, I called them and I was like, hey, I need a taxi. I live at this place, blah, 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 blah. How long is it going to take us to get here? And they were basically like, well, Brittany, we'll have a taxi for you within 30 minutes to the hour, and we'll call you back and let you know when he's approaching. Great. Perfect. 9:30. No taxi. I calls back. Hi, are you guys still sending the cab? Yeah, he'll be there within 30 minutes. We'll give you a call. Okay, great. 10:30. Hi. I'm just calling to check the status of my taxi. Still no taxi in sight. 11:30. Call. Hi. Is there still a taxi? And like, I could kind of low-key tell that Andy wanted me to kind of stay. And at that point, I kind of in my head was like, okay, you're probably gonna have to stay, which I didn't mind. Like I said, I was sick. I didn't feel well, and I really wanted to just go home, take some medicine, and rest. But I was like, if I do decide to stay, I'm okay. Like, I'm gonna be alright. Finally, at 12 o'clock, I get a call, and they're like, Brittany, your taxi will be there in 5 minutes. When I tell y'all I bolted, cause like I had called other people in the meantime, in between calling the cabs, and I was like, do y'all know if anybody who can come pick me up? They were like, no, and do not try to take the bus at night. They were just like, no. So when I say I bolted, I bolted. I was like, bye, Andy. I grabbed my bag. I grabbed my shoes. I was putting my shoes on in the elevator. Like, his apartment was on a floor, and then like there was a main elevator that took you down to the first floor of his apartment building. I was on the first floor like within a minute. Like, I was gone within a minute of getting that call. Back to issues. I swear to you, my cell phone back then, I'm so glad I don't have that same cell phone. My cell phone back then was an accomplice in this whole situation. So I had my phone charged. I had left it on the charger. I don't know if it was broke. I don't know if that particular outlet just didn't work. But when I got downstairs, my phone was on 3%. I was just like, Lord help me. And like the way the apartment was set up, there was like a bench in front of the main door, and then there was like the doors to lead outside. But once you got outside, you couldn't get back in unless someone budged you in. And there was no one at the security desk after hours. After 10 p.m., there was no one there, like no representative to budge you in. There were security cameras and alarm systems. There was no one there to budge you in. And Andy, I know, had went to sleep. So I was sitting there at the like little bench inside the door, and I'm just like, if this taxi don't show up, what am I gonna do? So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, my phone get down to 2%. And I'm just like, if this taxi calls and I don't answer, he might leave. So I was like, I'm not going outside until I see him. Legit, I kid you not, because my phone hit 1%. He called me. I went to answer and my phone hung up. However, I looked out the door, out the glass revolving doors, and saw the taxi, a lit up servicing taxi, sitting in front of the door. I bolted again. I ran out there, I got in the taxi, and he's just like, oh, where do you want to go to? And so I gave him my address, and he said, okay. Now when I tell you that it was a little bit odd, like he was just like, he like wrote and then sat down, he was just like, and then he like looks at me in the rear view, and he just like sits, and then he pulled off. Like he was trying to understand something that I didn't understand. I'm like, please just take me home. Now, at the time, my mother had actually went to my apartment. She was like, I'm going to help you because I know you're really tired. You've had a long day. You got discharged from the hospital. You helped Andy. You know, you've been out till 12 a.m. I'm going to help you. I'll be over your house when you get there. I had my keys out, and I was like, cool. It was only maybe a 5-10 minute drive from Andy's house to my house in a car if you took the main, like, streets. This guy did not take the main streets. So we're in the car and I'm watching, and he decides to turn. I'm like, oh, so he turns down a different street. He doesn't go like straight. He like turns, and he's like, oh, there's construction up there, so I have to turn. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know, that's cool with me. So let me remind you, my phone's dead. He turns and he's driving, and the whole time I'm trying to talk to him, I'm like, such nice weather out, right? He's just, such a quiet night tonight. Like, he didn't want any parts of my conversation. So he keeps driving, and I notice we get to like this like I noticed we get to the street and he stops, and then it said green and he didn't go. And for a minute I started to question. I was like, did I get in like a taxi that wasn't sent for me? Like, is this like some type of setup? Like, I started picturing Taken with Liam Neeson in my head. I was like, what is he doing? So then this driver, he like makes a hard, wait, is this my left or my, wait, this is my left. This is my left. He makes a hard left and like hits the gas. And when he makes the hard left and hits the gas, next thing I know, I'm going through trees. And I was just like, I was like, driver, where are you going? Driver, where are you going? Excuse me. He is not responding. And all I know is I see dirt road and trees ahead of me, and I see like city and street and neighborhood lights behind me. So I'm like, wherever he taking me, I don't know. I flipped it. It's like I had enough. This is it. This is the moment. Like, I took out my pepper spray. I carry pepper spray for self-defense. And I was just like, I'm seriously gonna have to fight. So first I tried to open the door. The door was childproof locked in the back. I couldn't get out. At least it felt like it. I might have been panicking. I might not have been pushing hard enough, but it felt that way to me. And I'm like, driver, excuse me. My house is back that way. Like, I know you go up 3 blocks, take a left when you see Harold's Chicken. Like, y'all from Chi-Town know Harold's Chicken. You take a left, and then when you make that left, you see the big water fountain. You take a right, then you see the 3rd stop sign. If you go up half a block, there go my house. That's how I give people directions. I know how to get to my house from this street. He is not going the direction of my house. I was like, boo-boo. Hello? Like, you not going to my house. So I legit starts to panic. And I held up my pepper spray. And I had to take a minute. And I was like, Brittany, bring out your inner set it off. Like, I had to bring out my inner old school NWA. And I was just like, look here, you motherfudger. Stop this car and let me out. When I tell y'all I put that pepper spray in his face, I didn't spray him with it. I put that spray right here on him. I was like, take another turn. Push another pedal of gas. Push another ounce of gas off this car. He gonna turn around to me. Legit, has not talked to me the whole trip. He turns around to me. You crazy girl. You crazy girl. I'm driving the car. You are crazy girl. I sure will be crazy. You trying to take me somewhere. I watch CSI. You ain't trying to take me nowhere, boo boo. I sure will be crazy. You kidding me? It's like 12 o'clock at night. Almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Or wait a minute, 12 o'clock in the morning? But it wasn't in the morning, it was at night. It was 12. And it's going on 1. And I've been up all day. And you think I'm crazy? Like, I literally had a flashback. What was that movie? Ooh, y'all. Mike Epps from the Benjamins, and Ice Cube was like, stop acting crazy in this parking lot with these cops. Stop acting crazy. He's about $50 million. Y'all think I'm crazy? You think I'm crazy? Boy, I'm being insane. Like, that's how I was. I was like, 12 o'clock, going on 1. I don't know you. I just finished watching CSI reruns on my CBS app. And y'all think I'm crazy? Taxi driver, I'll be insane. I had my pepper spray ready. I'm taking you home. You're the crazy girl. I call cops on you. I'm going to take you home. I was like, take me where you gotta take me, but you letting me out this car right here and now. You let me out this car. Look, okay, so I don't usually act like this. But limits were crossed. So therefore I had to go. So I was like, you gonna let me out this car? That's what you are going to do. I kid you not. I'm cussing him out from left to right. I done cussed him and his mama and his 2 cousins out. Y'all, I was going off because I was like, I gotta bark bigger. Like, I've seen Taken, those dudes, like, if you notice, like, in the movie Taken with Liam Neeson, they paid so much attention to his voice. He's like, oh, look. I can't make my voice go that deep. Listen, oh, look. I don't sound right. I sound like something from Cookie Monster. I sound like Cookie Monster's half cousin. I don't sound right trying to do the deep gangster voice. So I had to do a big bark. I had to let him know not to step to me. I'm sitting up there fussing with him. Stop the car. He still don't want to stop the car. Stop the car. By this time, I had taken the safety off of my pepper spray. It was about to be cooking. It was about to be on. I took the safety off my pepper spray. I was like, you got to the count of 3 to pull over and I'm pepper spraying you. I'm in my seatbelt. you better slow down this car or stop the car by the counter. You crazy girl! You crazy! Listen to me! Why won't you listen to me? Because you won't listen to me. I asked you to stop the car. I'm a paying customer. If you go into an Ace Hardware and ask somebody how much this costs and you are a paying customer, the job of customer service is to service the customer. I want you to stop the car. How I'm gonna listen to you? You don't listen to me. Legit, I kid you not. I'm like, stop this car, Lord Jesus. I don't want to do it. I don't want to hurt the man. I don't want to spray him. He gonna get sprayed. I don't want to spray him. I don't want to spray him, Jesus. He turns around. Look, you crazy girl. Finally, the car stopped. Y'all, when I tell y'all, it was like, have y'all ever been like that moment of extreme panic when you sip too much soda and then that acid hit the back of your throat and you get ready to choke and you know like you about to cough real hard and it's gonna hurt, so like for 2 seconds you panic till you get that cough up and you like, oh shoot. That's how it was. Like I was like like I couldn't believe the car had stopped. I was like, where's we at now? I'm still screaming. I'm still holding the pepper spray, screaming. Pepper spray, screaming. Hey, look, don't spray me. Please don't spray me. Look, don't spray me. Look. I said, what you want me to look at? He said, turn your head. I turned my head. Why was I at home, y'all? I said, how you get me here? Did you teleport? He said, no, I drove you. He said, get out of my car. I was like, would you like a tip? He said, no. It was like, no, I don't want nothing you got. If it's making you act like that. He was like, just get out my car and go home. I couldn't figure out how he got home. I got in the house. I was like, mama, this man turned left at the Harold's, went down a dirt road and some trees, and then go all of a sudden teleporting them home. She talking about, he just took you for a drive through the park. Not all them trees. Not through all them trees. Anyway. But yeah. That was like my terror taxi. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you've ever experienced crazy car stories, I love to hear about it, so share it in the comments down below. I love to read it. I love to go and give it a thumbs up. As always, you all are super fantabulous. I really enjoy talking to you guys. I love talking to you guys. I hope that you're having a fantabulous day, or evening, or night, or early morning, or travel, or pursuit, or whatever you're watching this video, or evening, or night, or day. Okay, I'm tired, guys. I'll talk to you in the next video.